Hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and talk to you guys a little bit while showing you guys some gameplay I should have showed you guys a long time ago. Um, Basically, I wanted to talk about Cowboy, his harassment, his kiting after his new adjustment came in. Um, Personally, his adjustment is it's all right. It's all right. You get a lot of kiting potential, really. You have relatively a good, decent amount of harassing potential, but overall, I'm gonna be honest. His harassing now is just dead. It's so bad. You I'm like no cowboy that I've seen myself or anybody else I've seen been able to actually pull off a lasso and rank anymore because his harassment is that bad now. Excitement counters. If you die near a chair, that kind of counters it. It's bad. It's really bad. The hunter can just drop, reset, drop, reset, drop, reset, and chair. And not every survivor runs max struggle, so it's not really worth it in a sense. You can't instant lasso. Yes, it may have been, I guess, technically called a broken feature, but it's overall, I think, bad that you can't instant lasso anymore. His kiting buff, it's really good depending on your hunter, and every hunter, Cowboy can at least now average out to about 2-3 cypher pops if kited well. But I've rarely played him and rarely actually been able the ability to carry. I played Cowboy because he was a carrying character, like forward in a sense. It's like Cowboy can really change the game, and ever since this new adjustment came out, that's not really a thing anymore. This adjustment kind of forces you to play Cowboy a bit aggressive in a sense now, for me. If you want to so-called carry, if you're not so focused on the kiting aspect and you're more focused on the, carrying teammates aspect, then you have to kind of play Cowboy aggressively in a sense. You have to be near the survivor who's kiting. You have to do the one thing a lot of Cowboys don't like doing, and that's helping the survivor mid-game, mid-kite. While they're kiting, you help them. You help them transition to a better area. And a lot of Cowboys don't do that because they feel like they're gonna mess up and get the survivor killed. And that takes practice. Luckily, I've been practicing. That's how I've always been playing him. And in this gameplay, you'll see me doing that. It's difficult, but overall practicing gets you there. And it's just a bunch of mind games, and if you can master it, then in a sense you can carry with Cowboy, but it's going to be more difficult, and in every aspect it will be harder if you're trying to harass. Overall, I would say if you can kite with Cowboy, that's great. Just remember, Cowboy is not always going to be first kite, so if you don't kite with Cowboy, don't expect to actually trying to carry anymore, because that's relatively gonna happen less now. It's really hard, and I personally don't like it. Ever since this new adjustment came out, I've been playing him less, to be honest. I'm not going for first. I was told to go for first. I was told to get used to it, and I just can't. I'm sorry. It's really dumb, and I do not like it whatsoever. I would be okay with it if there was one adjustment added to it, and that's keeping the speed boost when you lasso a survivor. That speed boost is so crucial, to be honest. That speed boost when you lasso a survivor, just in general, is so crucial when you're trying to help with transition, that you don't do that anymore, and it's really bad. Like I would lasso survivors off balloons right in front of the hunter. Some hunters, what they'll do is that they'll grab the survivor on balloon and they'll run towards the Cowboy to get a balloon smack. But if you time it correctly, you can lasso before they hit you. But the bad thing about that is that you get punished. You lasso survivor off balloon, you're gonna get punished. Either you're gonna get punished by taking a hit, or the survivor who just got ballooned is gonna get hit, and that's kind of dumb. You should not get punished for pulling off a good lasso, and it's difficult, and I really don't like it. It's made Cowboy a lot harder, and I would say now Cowboy's only really good in 4-man comps, so relatively Mammoth, Griffin tier, he can be really good, but as far as Unicorn and above, I mean, it's going to be a lot harder to carry your teammates. I personally noticed this because I was always used to, in a sense, carrying, and a lot of people carry me, and I relatively feel bad because now I feel like I'm disappointing everybody, and I can't carry like I used to. It sucks, and I just can't really get used to it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm letting everyone down personally, and I don't know. It sucks. Everyone's telling me they hate the adjustment, and I agree with them. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people think it was needed, some people think it wasn't needed. I feel like they should have kept at least a speed boost when you lost survivors. That I could have probably worked with. And most of these gameplays you see me these are like harassing slash saving videos, because a lot of people don't really, I would say some people like seeing Cowboy kites, but a lot of people like seeing Cowboy saves. It's not like you watch a forward to, watch them, like kite. No one watches a forward because of their kites. People watch forward because of their stuns. So that's how I feel about Cowboy. People watch Cowboy because of his amazing saves, not his kites. But overall, Cowboy's been nerfed in many ways. Originally, Cowboy was super strong when he was first released, because there was tricks a lot of people didn't know with Cowboy, and that was window tricks. That was when you lassoed Survivor and you were carrying them, if you dropped the pallet and the hunter swung while you dropped the pallet, you will not get hit under it, because there was no hitbox for people, for a Cowboy carrying a Survivor. There was no hitbox under it, so therefore you could technically never get hit. A clown could dash in a pallet, and the Cowboy could drop it while carrying somebody, and nobody would get injured. The clown would get stunned, and that's one of Cowboy's broken features. Same thing with windows. If Cowboy jumped through a window carrying a Survivor, he could not get hit through the window, no matter how close the hunter was. And Cowboy would also get the Cypher pop speed when he lassoed Survivor, which they already nerfed twice. But overall, I don't think this Cowboy adjustment is, I guess, good. I mean, can I kite with it? Sure. Can I really save with it? No. To be honest, I think overall with saving, I've only pulled off like one balloon lasso in about a week, which is pretty bad, and I don't know, I can't get used to it. I really do miss instant lassos, and it sucks, and this forces Cowboy to be played aggressive in my sense. You have to like help mid-kite if you don't have a full team VC. If you do, great, you could probably most likely win. If you're kiting, you're most likely going to win, but if you're trying to harass and save, you're probably not going to be able to do more than once or twice, and that's it. Hunters will drop and reset the aim assist, and then they get chaired, and that's it. Or some hunters will predict your aim assist lasso, reset it, and then they get chaired, and so you can't do much with Cowboy anymore. And at this point, I would just say play Cowboy a bit aggressive, I guess. Try to help out, practice it, get used to it. A lot of these gameplays you see me run no borrowed time. Some people wonder why I don't want borrowed time. The reason why I don't borrow time is because if I'm kiting, I'll be fine, because I know I can kite, I'll be fine. It's a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, because the point of this build is to draw. It's not to guarantee to win, it's not to lose, it's to draw. Can you lose because of it? Yes. Can you draw because of it? Yes. But the whole point of this build is to draw. It's to help his kiting aspect. Hunters who slow you down like Violinist, and maybe, traits like Peeper, this is really useful, because when you have a 10% increased movement speed while trying to harass, this will definitely help you. And it gives you closer into range, so hunters who have trump card and run faster with the balloon, this gives you that extra speed to catch up with them and stay in range to harass. And it gives you the ability to see survivors across maps, so once you're done finishing your Cypher, you can see where the survivor is. mostly are randoms. It's usually to see randoms across the map. Some randoms won't ping, and it's difficult, and that's why I use spectator. This also gives you a healing buff in case you lasso a survivor and you get them away from the hunter, and the hunter decides to leave. You can heal that survivor back up, and they're guaranteed to be safe. Usually this works out with mercs, or sometimes other survivors like priestess. It's very useful and very helpful. Sometimes I run doctor to help my teammates and heal them even more faster, or sometimes I will run the trait that allows teammates to heal you faster. As you can see in this gameplay, I have no borrowed time. The cypher was popped, and I'm being chaired. But at this point, the hunter doesn't have teleport, and the ciphers are and the gates, my bad, are going to be open. So either the hunter has to camp a fresh new chair and risk the gates being open, or he's gonna go straight to the gate and risk somebody saving me. But overall, this cowboy adjustment, I don't personally like it, and I hope some of you guys do enjoy it. But overall, I don't think I enjoyed this. But right now, all I can say is good luck to you guys. If you're playing cowboy, have fun. I will try my best to give you guys content about it, and I just wish you guys the best. Later, guys.